So I am way more convinced that The Mandalorian is Boba Fett, and here's why. Hey there everybody, it's RevKev here. Pray you are having an amazing day today. So after the very first episode of The Mandalorian, I am more and more convinced that The Mandalorian is in fact Boba Fett. There are several reasons why, even just from that first episode, that I say that. But I'm going to save some of those for later in other videos. I want to start with this one main point here. A couple of months ago on my Twitter page, I asked you, what is your favorite age in the Star Wars saga? Whether that was the Clone Wars, whether that was the Resistance, whether that's the Age of the Rebellion, or whether that was the Old Republic. And the one that won by far was the Age of Rebellion. We just love that original Star Wars story. And based on those results, I have been reading the comic books put out by Marvel Comics, the Star Wars comic books, where they have these standalone one-part stories featuring the characters from each age. So I've been reading the Age of Rebellion. I did a review on Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. I've been meaning to do a review on Han Solo, Jabba the Hutt, and Boba Fett. So here's something really fascinating about the comic book of Boba Fett. Now, if you remember the first episode, now this might be a little spoilery if you haven't seen it. In the first opening scene of episode 1 of The Mandalorian, our hero, or our anti-hero, whatever you want to call him, the Mandalorian comes into this cantina. There's a couple of thugs there picking on this blue alien, and the Mandalorian saves him, from the thugs, and then, the guy who was saved was so appreciative of the Mandalorian and so thankful, and then the Mandalorian goes, puts down the puck, the hologram pops up and says, "Nope, you're my bounty, you're coming with me, hot or cold, dead or alive." Love that scene, it was so good. Well, guess what? The exact same scene happened a year ago in the Marvel comic. It might not be quite a year when that comic book came out. I'd have to double check the publication date, but it's been a while. I've owned this comic book. It's been in my backpack waiting for me to do a review on it for months. The exact same scene happens. You have Boba Fett chasing down his bounty, chasing down this bad guy, and ends up saving a whole bunch of villagers because of this bad guy. And they're all happy, they're all excited, and check this out, it's over here. There's the picture of it right here. You got this villager, and he's so excited, and he's so happy. Thank you, Boba Fett, for saving me. Thank you, Boba Fett, for saving me. And then Boba Fett takes out this hologram. Doesn't have the little puck like in the show, but takes out this hologram. The guy's picture shows up, and he says, "You're my bounty. You're coming with me." It's the same exact scene. Man. Now, I don't think many people read this Boba Fett comic book. I've not heard anyone talking about this yet, so this is just big, giant piece of evidence for me that The Mandalorian is Boba Fett. So, would love to know what you think about that in the comment section below. Am I crazy? Am I drinking too much herbal tea out of my Force Awakens mug? Would love for you to chime in on the conversation. And as always, appreciate you for subscribing and liking the videos. It means the world to me. The channel is just growing, and I just so appreciate each and every one of you. So until the next video, when I drop a little bit more evidence why The Mandalorian is Boba Fett, I look forward to talking to you then. God bless you. Have an amazing day.